לשבורי לב, ומכבס לעצבותם, מונה מספר לכוכבים, לכולם שמו יקרא, healer of the broken-hearted, binder of their wounds, counter of uncountable stars. You know who they are, healer of the broken-hearted, binder of our wounds, counter of uncountable stars. You know who we are. מכבס לעצבותם, מונה מספר לכוכבים, ולכולם שמו יקרא. Page 541. This is the hour of memory, and this is our house of comfort. Wounded by loss, we retreat from life. Our synagogue gathers us in. Into this place, we bring stories and prayers, unanswered questions, tears that need to be shed. Lives recollected and carried within us, moments of courage and laughter and pain. This day embraces them all. This place embraces us all. Now the heart opens in sorrow, for we are time's subjects, and all that we love we must lose. So let us hold fast to the love that remains and cherish the light of the sun. Today, all of us walk the mourner's path. Together, may we find strength.
Page 540. Eli, Eli, שלא יקמא לעולם, החול והים, רשרוש של המים, ורק השמיים, תפילת אדם, החול והים, רשרוש של המים, ורק השמיים, pray that these things never end. The sand and the sea, the rush of the waters, the crash of the heavens, the prayer of the heart, the sand and the sea, the rush of the waters, the crash of the heavens, the prayer of the heart.
Together on page 545. First day of the year, you did not live to see foothills shrouded lightly in fog. Winter rain, waiting at the station for the train that goes where you no longer are. These trees you photographed, why do I see only empty branches? So warm this winter of your death, beneath our chestnut tree a clump of snowdrops. Cold rain this first day of spring. I discard can after can of old paint, the plaid shirt you never wore. Soft rain high above the path we walked. A woodpecker taps and taps again. Whitman wrote, "Look for me under your boot soles." And I do, and you are. Page 547. A poem by Yehuda Amichai. Yom Kippur, b'li avi uvli imi. Hu lo Yom Kippur. Mi birkat yedehem al roshi, nishar rak hara'ad. Como ra'ad manoa, shelo pasak gam achar motam. Yom Kippur without my father and without my mother is not Yom Kippur. From the blessings of their hands on my head, just the tremor has remained, like the tremor of an engine that didn't stop, even after their death. Page 553. Move to the front of the line, a voice says, and suddenly there is nobody left standing between you and the world to take the first blows on their shoulders. This is the place in books where part 1 ends and part 2 begins, and there is no part 3. The slate is wiped not clean, but like a canvas painted over in white, so that a whole new landscape must be started, bits of the old still showing underneath. Those colors sadness lends to a certain hour of evening. Now the line of light at the horizon is the hinge between earth and heaven, only visible a few moments as the sun drops its rusted padlock into place. And we continue on page 560. I sat down in the middle of the garden and leaned my back against a warm yellow pumpkin. The earth was warm under me, and warm as I crumbled it through my fingers. I kept as still as I could. Nothing happened. I did not expect anything to happen. I was something that lay under the sun and felt it, like the pumpkins, and I did not want to be anything more. I was entirely happy. Perhaps we feel like that when we die and become a part of something entire whether it is sun and air or goodness and knowledge. At any rate, that is happiness, to be dissolved into something complete and great. When it comes to one, it comes as naturally as sleep.
Page 562. Anesha malach vechakuv palach husa malach anesha malach vechakuv palach husa malach anesha malach vechakuv palach husa malach.
We take some time now for our private prayers of Yizkor, which you'll find in your prayer book, in your Machzor, pages 570 to 592. Also invite you to watch the images and the names of our loved ones on this beautiful slide presentation that many of you contributed to. The names, the images, all holy. We take some private time.
Now, slowing down, you're bound to sigh when you hear your breathing. You breathe a sigh, aware of time and the sound of the wind on the water. This life, the gift of time, a design so deep we ponder. Who and what do we love? Asks the sound of the wind on the water. At the end of the day, what do we have when all is quiet? What is that still small voice trying to say, growing fainter as we deny it? The goals, the lists, the bills, the bank accounts, and agendas rushing about like it all makes sense. Can't hear the sound of the wind on the water. Bones, flesh and skin, made for us, for our brief stay here, with our smell, sight, taste, and touch, and the sound of the wind wind on the water. How have I lived and measured my successes? Where are my thoughts these days, which are precious in the time that I've got? I hope to use all my good senses in gaining speed. I believe we've lost the lifeline to our true intentions. Slowing down, I feel it now, the simple truth of loving kindness. If peace prevails one day and I've passed on, I hope I'll be the wind on the water, so I can see from the wind on the water just the sound of the wind on the water. May your wonder be celebrated. May your name be consecrated. May your brilliance never fade from the magnificent world you made. May your ways prevail in our own days, in our own lives, and in the life of all Israel. And let us say, Amen. And let us say, Amen. May your name receive the same beauty that you bring, though you are far beyond the sweetest song we could ever sing. And let us say, Amen. And let us say, Amen. May your wonder be celebrated. May your name be consecrated. May your brilliance never fade from the magnificent world you made. May your ways prevail in our own days, in our own lives, and in the life of all Israel. And let us say, Amen. And let us say, Amen. And let us say, Amen. And let us say,
The Torah service
and let us say, Amen.
We turn to page 593, Psalm 23. Mizmor LeDavid, Mizmor LeDavid, Adonai Roi, Lo Echza, Binot Eshe Yarbitseni, Amei Menuchot Yenachaleni, Nafshi Shovev Yancheni, V'magle tzedek Lema'an Shemo, Gam ki elech Megetz Amavet Lo irara Ki ata imadi, Shivtecha umishantecha Hema yinachamuni, Ta'aroch lefanai Shulchan neged sorerai, Dishanta vashemen roshi, Kosi revaya, Achtov v'hesed yirdefuni, Kol yemei chayai, V'shavti bevet Adonai leorech yamim. We continue on the bottom of page 585. Gratitude for the next generation. If some messenger were to come to us with the offer that death should be overflown, but with one inseparable condition, that birth should also cease, if the existing generation were given the chance to live forever, but on the clear understanding that never again would there be a child or a youth or first love, never again new persons with new hopes, new ideas, new achievements, ourselves for always and never any others, could the answer be in doubt? When we fear death's decree, let these bring us solace, the memory of loved ones who have gone before us, a vision of generations to come through whom we reach far into the future, beyond our own lives.
Page 598, and if we're comfortable, it's traditional to rise for El Malei Rachamim. El Malei Rachamim, Shochet Bameromi, Amsei Menucha Nechona, Tachat Kanfei Ashechina, Im Kedoshim Dori, Kezohar Rakia Masiri, Venishmot Yakirenu, Shalchu Leolamam, Ba'ala Rachamim, Yastireim Besiter Kinafav Leolamim, Veitzror Bitzror Achayim Et Nishmatam Adonai Unachalatam V'yanuchu v'shalom al mishkavam v'nomar Amen.
We continue in the middle of page 602. We miss them at celebrations when there's an empty seat at the table. We miss them when the community gathers and there's an empty place beside us. We miss them today and every day, with every year that passes as our life goes on without them. Their faces, their voices, the feel of our arms around them. These are with us forever, for so it is written, love is strong as death. The love that we gave, the love we received, these endure amid the pain of loss. We continue with the Kaddish Yatom, the Mourner's Kaddish, on page 606. Yitgadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, B'yoma divrach Yerutei v'yamlich malchutei, B'hayechon uv'yomechon, uv'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala uv'izman kari v'imru, Amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah mevorach le'olam ul'olmei olmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal Shemei dekudsha barichu. La'ela u'la'ela mikol birchata v'shirata tush behata v'nechemata Da'amiran be'olma ve'imru, Amen. Yehei shalama rabba min shemaya, ve'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru, Amen. Osei shalom b'muromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru, Amen. May the one who makes for peace in the highest places help us bring that peace down here. Bring it to all Israel. Bring it to all who dwell on this earth, and bring wholeness and comfort to all who mourn. And we stay together. Amen.
Amen. We have a screen share with our closing song for Yizkor, Limnot Yamenu. Limnot Yamenu, Limnot Yamenu. Limnot yameinu kein hoda v'navi levav chochma. Limnot yameinu kein hoda v'navi levav chochma. Teach us to treasure each day. Teach us to treasure each day, that we may open our hearts to your wisdom. Oh, teach us to treasure each day, that we may open our hearts to your wisdom. Oh, teach us to treasure each day.
treasure each day. Treasure each day. Oh, teach us to treasure each day. Treasure each day. Oh, teach us to treasure each day. Treasure each day. Oh, teach us to treasure each day. Oh, teach us to treasure each day.
Ner Hashem Nishmat Adam, the flame of the divine is the soul of the person. May all of our beloveds who we have remembered today and every day, the prayers that we've prayed, the stories that have come to our hearts, may they all be for blessing. And we say together, Amen. Thank you for creating this holy community of memory and love.